Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. Now, I was on eBay the other day as I was looking for a new guitar amplifier, and just browsing, I came across a Mesa Boogie single rectifier. Now, I've always associated rectifiers, dual rectifiers, single rectifiers, triple rectifiers as heavy metal amps, and it was really quite reasonable. It was a reasonable price, as they are at the moment, because no one really wants them, because I think everyone associates them with 90s metal. And I picked up this amp and I thought, well, do you know what, I'll give it a go and just see how it is, and the worst comes to worst, I'll just sell it. And how wrong I was. Now, this amp is so much more versatile than I ever thought, and it's so much more versatile than you'll ever see on YouTube, because the only videos that you'll see on YouTube are the metal videos. So if you're looking for an amplifier and you want an amplifier that's well above your budget, have a look at one of these. Right, first of all, let's have a look at some of the clean sounds. So it comes with, the single rectifier comes with a pedal like this, and on the pedal is a channel switcher and a solo button. Now the solo button, from what I can see, I haven't even read the manual, but the solo button, from what I can see, is a boost. I think it's boosting the gain going into the input. So let's start with just the clean sound. And you can get anything from relatively clean Fender type sounds like this, now by pushing the solo button, which adds a little bit more gain into the input, you can get a much more sort of bluesy sort of tone out of it. Now, I'm only using one of the settings on this. There's 5 different preamp types. You've got clean and pushed, and I'm using the clean setting. Then you've got raw, vintage, and modern. Now let's change guitars and let's move over to the overdrive channel. Okay, so a Les Paul now into the clean channel sounds like this on the bridge setting. And what I'm doing with the clean channel is, I like my amplifiers to be just on the verge of breakup, and Les Paul's a bit more higher output than a Strat. I've got it just on that breakup. Now I could, if I wanted to wind back the gain a little bit to get the Les Paul actually clean. But let's push the solo button on the clean channel. Now that's a highly usable rhythm sound. Let's take off the solo button and let's change channels. And this is on the modern setting actually. So this is on the highest gain setting. There's none of that over heavy chug like you hear on the other videos. Now let's wind up the volume a bit. Now, one of the most amazing things I think with this amplifier is the definition with the chords on the overdrive channel. Now that to me sounds like a Hot Rodded Marshall. It sounds absolutely fantastic. Okay, I've switched over guitars again. Now, obviously this is a Telecaster, and it's not something you see very often, a Telecaster going into a rectifier, but here's the clean channel. Now again, I have got it set on that just at the point of breakup, which is normally exactly how I set all my amplifiers. Okay, let's switch over to the overdrive channel, channel 2, and this time I'm going to be using the vintage setting. Okay, let's switch it back to the modern setting. Switch it back to the clean and the neck pickup. So, is a Mesa Boogie Rectifier just for metal? No, it's not. It's one of the most versatile amps that I've actually got in my whole collection. So I'd highly recommend it, and at the moment they're dirt cheap, especially when this amp was probably £2,000 when it was brand new. And now you can pick them up for £600 to £800. Well worth it. So I'm Paul from the Studio Rats, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.